What's up, everybody? My name is Daniel Martin. Welcome once again to See You Quarters. I'm here again with amazing guests, and I'll be allowing them to introduce themselves. But before they introduce themselves, click on the subscription button. If you have not done that, if this is your first time watching us, click on the subscription button and also drop a comment, drop a like, share this video. It might affect or touch the life of somebody close to you. It just might be helping somebody. Okay, so I'll be starting with my right. I would like you, sir, to introduce yourself and what you do.
Thank you very much. My name is James Okorie. I'm a state entrepreneur. I'm a fellow, and I'm also a content creator.
Thank you very much, sir. I also have another amazing guest here with me, and he'll be introducing himself. So.
All right, thank you very much. I'm honored to be here. My name is Dream, CEO of To Your Attention. I'm a photographer and actor, and I have passion for other many things, but this is like basically my focus. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming and honoring our invitation to be on See You Podcast. Thank you very much. Okay, so we will be starting with our topic for today. Topic is what school will not teach you, and I feel like this is a big topic. We need like 2 episodes. We need like 2 episodes to treat this topic. But let's just start with this, and wherever we stop, maybe we can continue again. Okay, so the very first question I would like to ask is, there's this thing that people say on the street. They'll be like, it is one thing to be streetwise, it's another thing to be book-wise.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it might sound like a joke, but it is actually a truth.
Yeah.
So can you tell me what being streetwise is and being book-wise is?
Okay, from the word already, streets. That's like you are there on the road, maybe out of the comfort zone, and then you're just there. How you eat, you know about how you eat, you know how you take your showers, you know what is going on in your life. This is actually a time where I'll call it an injury time for you. Yeah, hard and trying time. That's the right word. So that is for the streets. Then what was the other one?
Book-wise.
Book-wise. Would that be another word for bookworm? You know, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're always hitting a punchline in class. That is just basically off class and in class too. So that's just maybe the headlines of that.
Yeah. Good. Okay. How about you? What does it mean when you say that guy now in Sabi book in the book-wise? This one streetwise.
First we've actually gone through the 4 walls of the university or education, so we've understood what book-wise means. Book-wise, to me personally, it could be someone who is actually sucked academically, was giving his body, soul, and spirit into the profession. So I came to school to study. I don't want to do any other extracurricular activities. My mind, to some people, I want to carry first. I want to become first class and the rest of the stuff. So I'll take that to be book-wise. You can still be book-wise but not intelligent.
Yeah.
But onto the streets. Streets doesn't really necessarily mean being in the street. To me, street means stepping up your hustle, not being confined to your limited environment. Okay, I am a student. Whatever I do, I earn maybe $1,000 to $2,000. Okay, I want to step up. That step up is the streets now, because it's definitely outside your comfort zone.
Okay.
So when you hear people say, "Are they streets?" To me, you're having so many sorts of hustling to make a living, not necessarily staying on the street.
Okay. So that leads us to our topic that we want to discuss today. Then a lot of times people be like, once you go to school, you are educated. But so many times you found out that when you come out of school, it looks like you're not learned anything. Take for instance, in my field, I studied theater in the university, and coming out, I found out that there's a whole lot that you are not scratched while you're in school.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
For instance, I don't think we really hammered. I don't think while I was in school, it was really hammered on how I can use my talents to make money. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't think it was really hammered that there are times that you don't even need to appear on screen, but you're just there making money. Do you get? So, and I feel like the bottom line of everybody in life is for you to live a comfortable life. Yeah. So school is not really doing a lot when it comes to teaching you how to make money. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So how do you think we can maneuver this? Do you understand? How do you think school can incorporate this into the system?
First of all, let me understand that school has a lot to play in human's life. First, the ability for you to communicate. You pass the little bit to school. School will let you know that, okay, for me to communicate well with this person, must be a communication. And this communication must pass through stages. You get it? Not just meet someone and you start up and start rolling. There must be a lot on ground. Sometimes sacrifices, sometimes commitment. But when you talk about school putting all these things, I'm not the vice chancellor. Either I'm the commissioner for education.
But we can suggest it.
Yeah, but what life definitely currently and with the economy of the country, education has been playing us bad in some aspects. Because in Nigeria right now, if you like have first class, if you don't have money, you're nobody. Definitely. Because it's only money that communicates with money. Paper don't communicate with money, though they are all paper products. But you can't tell me that, okay, in the process of making this money legal, you will definitely need to pass through the basic foundation, which is education. It will still boil down to education, but education cannot be a guarantee that, okay, I want to be successful in life, I need to go through education. I've seen a whole lot of persons, they've not actually gone through the 4 walls of school, maybe mostly just their basic primary stages, the primary school, and they went into learning skill. And 2, 3, 4 years, depending on their field, they are now hitting good. They're like doing better than people who said, okay, I actually want to spend my whole life doing school and the rest of the stuff like that. So school is not definitely necessarily a guarantee. It's just a basic foundation to flow. Okay, I'm coming here. I understand that school will sharpen me to the mindset that, okay, I'm coming to someone's office. I need to know how to relate to this person. I need to know how to put 1 or 2 things in place. But school is not necessarily a guarantee. It's just to sharpen you to stand out and be a good personality for yourself.
Okay. And let me ask you this. And a dream. There was this time in school, those days, they were like, there was this, I think it was from a song, in Okorie, at school and scam, was it Okorie? I hope I'm not making a mistake in that. So the people really like believed that. Do you understand? And thank you for pointing out that school is not a benchmark for making success. But right now in Nigeria, looking at the situation of things, do you really think that it is necessary to go to school? Or even if I go to school, what will I do to be successful? Do you think it's just school that can make me successful?
You know, like my brother said, you have to come from somewhere to get to somewhere. So it's more like school is like a baseline. Teach you how to read and write. You can't possibly just wake up one morning and you know how to read and write. School actually gives you the bedrock for that. Then if you're done with school, and to most of us that don't have maybe financial stability to further our education, and we can reach out to, learning a trade or something or a skill. It is because I still have one of my neighbors back then, used to have, currently she's a tailor, and she said something about when she was done with her primary school, her secondary school, her parents sat her down and was like, okay, going to school and learning a trade, which would you prefer? Because, then her friends are going to school, so she wants to, let me go to school. Yeah. So she's already done with like her 4 years course, and she's back to learning a trade. You understand? Now what she's eating from is the skill she learned from like tailoring. So I'm like, you can go to school. If you're from a home where there's financial stability, you go to school. Everybody have reasons why they don't go to school. Most people are on the streets because they don't have the money to go to school. But the skill they learn, the place they found themselves, they revolve around. Eventually, even after going to school, you still come back to the real world, and you're looking for a job. You get, so this is just basically you earning money. Going to school, not going to school. We're all chasing a particular goal, which is earning, making a living till whenever, a comfortable life. Yeah, just living soft, and that's just basics of going to school. So you cannot say that, okay, because you're going to school, you're gotten a certificate, you have money, or you work. We have out of 1,001 students that graduate every year. Out of those 1,001, how many of 5 are working?
Having a job.
They have a job that they're doing. You get, so these things, you sit down, you look at these things, and my brother, you don't even want to go far. You just, just learn. From the start of learning a trade, it will look like you're lacking behind, because your mates are actually, because you have, obviously, your mates are there that will finish. You see them wearing youth service uniforms, and you be like,
these are my mates.
Yeah, these are my mates too. And you're just so depressed, you're so down, and you don't have any reason to doubt that. You know that it's because you don't have the money to go to school. But that doesn't mean that is not limiting you to success, because even our previous President Buhari, we know his educational status, but he was a president that like he paid people that actually went to school. So it's not limited to you, going to school. Basically, it's just you believing in yourself, what you can do, and how good you can. It's just the process, believing in the process of what you're doing, and just believe that, okay, by this time next year, I'm supposed to be in this position with the skill I know, and you earn money, because it all boils down to earning money. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Based on my experience, personal experience, I finished secondary school and I had to wait. I feel like in Nigeria we are too stick to a particular formula. Once you're done with secondary school, the next thing is your parents are pushing you to start JAMB. And now JAMB will now maybe jam you the first time, jam you the second time. a lot of us went through this kind of thing. Yeah. And I went through it personally. Yeah, because I know my struggles before I got admission into the university. So I made a lot of mistakes. Although I know I tried, because I didn't sit at home at that time. That was even when I went into entrepreneurship, but I didn't learn a particular skill. Do you understand? But I was just in the entrepreneurship. I wanted to just start up something on my own, but I didn't learn a particular skill. So if you were to advise a young secondary school leaver, you understand, after secondary school, what next? Before you even enter the university, where you probably learn a skill and probably learn something that will have to be professional. What's next after secondary school, if you want to talk to somebody who just did this?
First, I will start with an example. I have a nephew and a cousin. After their secondary school, we pushed them into learning computer journey. Now, I think that's one of the most conversant things young people are actually doing right now. Because before you see people come to your office to learn a skill, they are either over 20 or a graduate. But now you're seeing very young ones. Oh, how old are you? I'm just done with secondary school. And you're like, Wow. That means if you've been able to unlock this potential at this early stage, that means in the next few years, combined with education, because education cannot do a lot, but education can also do a lot. It will sharpen you. Oh, definitely, this is how life is. But it can't put food on your table. It will only put food on your table when you have a white collar job. When you're talking about, okay, they want to do promotion, they will go through your certificate, they go through your credentials. But in the way to fight poverty, if I be poverty, they want to go beat education because education definitely is not that. But what I'm going to say now to the young ones, engage yourself into something, most especially skill. And what kind of skill is actually paying currently? Yeah, we have handmade skills, just like tailoring, shoemaking, and the rest of the stuff. And we have tech skills. There's some other skills they'll say human resource skills. You know, those kind of skills, but it's very rare in Nigeria. But those are one of the good paying skills over here in the country. So what I would say to the young ones after secondary school, are there wherever you live. Try and involve yourself in something because the journey, even education, I said education is not for the poor. That's true. That's what one of my lecturers said in school. You pay school fees, you pay departmental dues, even you feed yourself. For those that stay in the hostel or off time and you find yourself in some unforeseen circumstances, it's not education that will sort those things for you. It's definitely funds, and you have to engage yourself in something. So if you don't engage yourself in something as a child, maybe you don't want to lay your bed.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. That's what I would say. So if you're a young woman or a teenager actually done with secondary school, engage yourself in a skill. There are so many skills. It could be tech. It could be handmade skills.
Nowadays, even some secondary schools are incorporating
most of the skills in their curriculum, and it's extremely very good because it's making life easy. You know, if like a father or like a mother, your child maybe at early 20s actually paying his bill, it will lessen you some stress.
Yes.
But if someone gets to 30, 40, and the person is still depending, you know, before, we used to feel, okay, and the whole education psychologist, my friend's son is a lawyer, my friend's son is a doctor, and the rest of the thing. Yeah, it's only how, personally, I don't take any profession to be a media profession. Every profession, you have a price to pay. I used to figure out. And you can't just tell me because I wake up to come and dance, being shaped into the entertainment industry, I'm not going to do well. No. Few 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, even in the process, I can boldly say it, and I can boldly say it anyway. First class are one of the people who make money while they're in school. Why? Because they're going to have outside jobs. Oh, come and dance here, come and handle an event, come and do this. Before you know it, you have something coming into those things that you're doing. It's not school that is doing them for you. Those are skills. You get? And if you're not being able to have those skills, they won't contact you. So that means you have to learn something before you go into the tertiary institution after your secondary education.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask, like, what are some of those things that school are not, like, school don't even teach you? Like, let me make reference to something. During the course of my NYC, I discovered that self-development is one of the key things to success. You discovering and developing yourself. And it's not even necessarily until you even have a skill. Do you understand? There's a way that just because you know how to talk, because you know how to convince somebody, I didn't learn it as a skill. Like, I just know how to, like, talk to you, convince you. You understand? That's how I'm making money. Do you understand? I don't necessarily need to even learn a skill. Do you get my point? So, how do you think, in the aspect of self-development and self-discovery, how do you think I can train myself? Do you understand? Because I know there's one aspect that school will not tell you. School will not tell you this is how you have to dress. School will not tell you this is how you have to talk to somebody. School will not tell you when you want to go to somebody's office, knock at the door. They might not necessarily tell you all these things, but these are some ethics you need to learn. So how do you think youth of these days, how do you think we can learn self-development?
Well, learning self-development, firstly, you have to believe in yourself. Like things that school would teach and what school wouldn't teach. You know, when it has to do with topics like fashion, school can teach you about fashion. You have topics, courses that you can learn about fashion. But school will never talk about style.
Definitely.
You understand? Style is what I can never teach you. I would never teach you. It's more like you're gifted with it. The same outfit you're putting on now because you had an idea of creating it. Someone else can just come from nowhere and use a scarf and cross it on maybe on your pocket, and you'll be like, wow, it's actually nicer, you know. So school will not teach you style. Style cannot be taught, but fashion would. So developing yourself is actually a lot because you don't need money to develop yourself. You can just sit, like I said, like an actor now. You can just sit down at the comfort of your home. An influencer will just take up his or her phone and go live and be like, oh, okay guys, today I don't actually have much I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to the market. They're gonna follow me to the market. Then we'll now pick one or two of his or her outfits and now show, okay, this is what I thought will go well for me to wear to the market. All of those things, you get this. You're developing yourself. You might at the beginning, you might not actually even have much of the followers, much of your audience, but gradually, people your friends keep receiving notification that this person has always been coming live, and friends of friends keep seeing that they'll see a notification eventually. So it's a process. It's a gradual process that comes, and then eventually you find out that you're in a particular place. You look back and you be like, last year this time I wasn't in this position. So you just give glory to God and give God. I will not even lie. Without God, nothing can actually happen. You have to put most of the things, so many things in prayer before even God. I can't.
Which is something school will not tell you that you
They will
need
never. You have to put so many things in prayer because even when it's looking like it won't happen, God will always find a way to make it happen. So even with God, it's even easier because you can be done with school and you don't have a job. Some other person is done with school and boom, has a job. It might not actually be because maybe you that had the job, you might not be even as smart as the other person was, because it has to do with me. In school, back then when I collected best students of my year while graduating from secondary school. Funny enough, I was not like, it's not like being intelligent. I was not among the first 5 people in school then that usually answer questions when questions come in and go out, but I took a post of a social prefect because of the way I related and coming up with stuff. When on Fridays we have varieties and we act drama. Before people were like, bro, are you sure you're not going to theater arts in school and stuff like that, But we came from a very poor background where we find it very hard to eat to some extent, so we had to do most of our things ourselves. That was even one of the things I realized then, that I have talent, but how would I push this talent? There are churches that I'll go and minister to through drama. They want me to be their member, and maybe most times if my mom is there, I can still remember when she'll be like, maybe if I took a bad character, maybe I took one who when you come back to the house, she'll be like, no, it's not like acting is bad, but when you're acting next time, try and act the super. Maybe be the pastor in the drama, because these things can influence you. This thing can influence you. But do you know that the funny thing in entertainment is that stuff you're even actually afraid of could literally be the thing that boosts your fan base. So that is just basically it. Just focus on what you see, that this thing, you're tired but you're still happy doing it. Just keep doing it. Believe in the process and leave the rest for God.
Thank you very much. James, while in school we were exposed to a lot of things, politics, social life, a whole lot of things. But do you think that is the only thing that we as a student now, do you think that is the only thing that can build us? Do you understand? Like, I know for right now, I have a friend, or I have some friends who are in school, but they go out a lot in terms of go for seminars, do you understand? Conferences, building themselves. Do you understand? But a normal stereotype student would just probably think school is about maybe you doing politics and social life, the social aspect of school. Do you understand? Because I feel like those are just the only extracurricular activities in school, except probably your department is trying. Okay, and sports probably. And that sport is not even like you are doing it, professionally. It's just recreational. I'm not doing it like, oh, I want to develop myself in this aspect. So we are still on self-discovery and self-development. How do you think, as a student, as a university student, how do you think I can explore and discover myself? Do you understand? Because sorry, I'm talking too much, but I just really want you to understand this question, because it is by exploring that I will discover more things about. There are some times that we don't know that we can do some certain things. Do you understand? Take for instance this podcast I'm hosting, but I don't think I'd seen myself 4-5 years ago that I'll be hosting a podcast. Do you understand? I just maybe admire people who do it, but I don't think I ever felt like I'll be doing something like this. Understand? So the aspect of achieve self-discovery.
Okay. I'll personally name list few. From my own view, my own opinion. First, there is very much strength in research work. He steps out to also that step out of them. You're not all good. It's going to look as if you're a burden to us.
That's true.
So now, definitely, that alone will inspire something. And it's now in your decision to pick, okay, what do you do to bring money? Okay, is this money legal? Okay, I do tech, I sew. Okay, it's now in your capacity or in your decision to say, okay, let me step out and explore. What am I really good at? Because what you're good at is something you do even when you're not being paid. You get? So from there now you'll be able to say, okay, this guy is bringing something to the table. This other person is bringing something to the table. Definitely I have to bring something. Because if you don't bring something, it will now look as if you're burden to us. So research, peer pressure, then I'll also add this one as a means of someone discovering, stepping out, exploration. Aside from the research could be reading and listening. You explore. Okay, you definitely hear that there's something going on somewhere. There's an event going on in, for example, let me use University of the US for instance. Because something is happening at PM site and I'm at Annex. I have to step out to PM site. And in the process of me stepping out to PM site, I'm going to meet up with 1 or 2 persons. And from there, I'm going to also get to 3-4 persons. And from the 3-4 persons, there might be a discussion that will prompt something. Okay, I do this. I sew. Now I sew now. Then come with me. Oh, I do tech. Then come with me. I do this. Then come with me. An actor. Then come with me. If you have a job, link me up. From there now, you're able to discover something. Asking this person, I'm a teller. I'm a tech guy. I do graphics. I do painting. I do anything. Now, those avenues are moments you link up with people. And by so doing so, you'll be able to connect. And from the connection, something will definitely come down to you, because it's from those moments someone can now recommend you for something. Okay, I know someone that does this. Can you give the person a trial? The person is good. So I believe with that idea, first, don't really sit at home. If I stay one place, and with this kind of person, if I stay one place for more than 15 minutes, I feel bored.
Especially as a guy.
As a guy, you need to step up. get to know one or two things before you know it, you get linked. Someone will definitely recommend you because you can't sit in your house and have it. Yes. You need to be recommended. So someone needs to recommend you for something, and you can't sit in your house and someone come and recommend you for something unless the person will recommend you to come and sleep or maybe gist and the rest of the thing. But if you can do something tangible and someone recommend you, it's going to be from there to step up to whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you said a lot. But I would still like to throw another question
To me?
Yes.
Okay.
I know why I'm asking you this question in particular. Okay. Personal finance is one of a key issue. You understand? And it's not taught in school.
Yeah.
Because I could be making 500k and yet I'm broke. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
I could even be making 1 million naira in a month and I'm still broke. You understand? Why? Because I might not know how to multiply 1 million naira. I might not know how to invest. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I might not know how to cut my quota. I feel like, I have 1 million. I can fly to Dubai and charge my phone. so how do one, you understand, get to understand personal finance? You understand? How do you start from zero to becoming a millionaire? Do you understand? And a lot of people, if you hear stories of people like Obi Kupana, I don't know why he's the one that came to my head, but he started from, I think, a laundry man back then in Abuja, according to the story, before now he's a billionaire. You understand? He's a billionaire. He's reaching out to you. You understand? So, how do one develop personal finance?
Okay, personal finance, I will say, first it will start with discipline. Because if you're not doing discipline over the little, you won't be disciplined over the much. That's much. Now, whatever I do, I earn maybe 3,000 in a day. And I know definitely that this business I'm doing, the minimum I can target in a day is 3,000 or 2,500. Very good, the remaining 500 for miscellaneous, logistics and the rest. Now you need to sacrifice, and that sacrifice will come in place of unnecessary ones. You know, sometimes once money comes into your pocket,
so many ideas will come to your head.
Yeah, so many ideas. Things go sweet you. Oh, I feel like taking this, I feel like taking this, I feel like taking this. Before you know it, from 100k, you're being left with 8,500. And immediately when you get to that certain amount of money, that's when you now realize, oh, I had plans, but let's roll over to the next opportunity. But if you can start by discipline, very little discipline, okay, I can budget 1k. I think there is something that is actually, I don't know if it's common in Rio, but it's common in Rafia City, there is this saving organization. Now you open accounts with them, you'll be saving whatever you want to save, 500, 1,000 daily. I started it last year with 1k a day. I thought it was just a blow. But when the guy actually brought the rollover of everything, I was able to acquire a good amount of money.
So
from there now, because I'm one person that I'm not really good in keeping money. It's better, instead of me to keep money in the bank, let me use it and maybe buy something that will give me small stipends from there. I can't keep mine because if you put 500,000 in the bank, before the month ends, you're going to have 48,000. Bank will take their share. That money is not for 500, but if you move that 500 and invest it in something, even if that thing gives you 10,000 daily, 5,000 daily, you know that you have that thing and you still have your capital back. So if you first give the discipline of sacrifice, so I can't give myself unnecessary treats. It's a target you're setting for yourself. Okay, I want my life to be like this in the next 5 years. I want my life, because it's never going to be rosy. That's the sad truth. Because sometimes, even when you plan to a certain amount, you see that unforeseen circumstances will jump in and cut down the money. But you have to. So the financial liability or financial support, a clique of friends too matters. Now, someone once posted something on the social media space. He said, if you have 5 friends that cannot raise 500,000 for you urgently, leave those kind of things. It is sweet for content. It's sweet to post and make you motivate another person. You when they post and if you give another person, if you come 100k give person. It's not. But if you can stay yourself around people with the same goal. Okay, this person is doing this person is doing this. This is how I can support. Sometimes support don't necessarily be finance. I've post events severally. People support me, but no money. Someone will say, okay, I'm gonna support you with coverage. This person say, I'm gonna support you with lights and sound. This person say, I'm gonna support you with decoration. You've done that.
And that's the power of networking already.
Yes, definitely. And you're not going to stay in the house to have it. You have to step out and link up with people. So when you link up with good set of people with the same mindset, at the end of the day, I will also say, no matter what you do, kneel down and pray. Because once growth starts coming in, it can still be that same circle of people. People will start generating some hatred and some kind of feelings.
Yes.
So whatever you're doing, when you discipline yourself and set yourself with the same circle, my brother, your matter no was passing the other person. There will definitely be a change. Even if it might take time, but there will definitely be a change.
Okay. Still on the aspect of personal finance, what do you think about how do you think one can grow? You understand? Financially, do you get? Yeah, I remember how it used to be for me like 2 years ago, and I know how I am. I may not be at where I want to be, but
definitely not where you were.
Yes. Before. So, but there are some people that might not be able to see what I'm saying now. Do you agree with me, sir?
Yeah.
There are some people that might not be able to see what I am saying now. They might not be able to see that I have grown from my finance have grown from 2 years ago and right now. Do you understand? So how does one even how does one grow financially?
Growing financially is sticking to what came to your head, firstly. Because before you do whatever you have to do, there's this imagination that came to your head, or there's this awareness that came to your mind, first of all. Then from your mind, it's never easy to just actualize it, but it's a gradual process that you follow up, and then you might not even be an expert at the beginning, but you just keep pushing, and then you find yourself, obviously, every single year that goes by, you tend to find out that you even spend more in the present year than the previous year.
Yeah.
So it's just you being consistent. Putting everything to prayer, because there's nothing that can be done without God's aid. And then be consistent, and then just stay around positive vibe, because the least thing you need at this point in time is discouragement. Just stay around positive vibe, and then keep pushing, do what you know how to do best, and you see yourself getting to different levels you never expect. You actually know you're heading somewhere, but you see yourself attending some certain places you never believe you could in a short period of time. That's how it is.
Okay. Another thing that you see when I started, I said this topic is
very
broad.
Yeah,
it's broad. So, well, let me just quickly ask this question that I want to ask, because I feel like it's important. How can one change? How can you develop your passion or talent? Because take it or leave it. One of the things that makes you is what you're passionate about.
Definitely.
You understand? So, how can we make money from our passions? Do you understand? Because I could be passionate about politics, but I'm scared of going into politics. Do you understand? So, if you were to advise me now, maybe I haven't discovered myself, or even if I've discover yourself. How do you think I can make money from my passion?
Okay. For you to make money from your passion, first you need to get yourself groomed, and not just being groomed by the right stuff. Now you can't be an actor, or maybe a photographer, and you're being groomed under graphics. It might a little bit be on the same line, but definitely not what you're passionate about. Because what you're passionate about, you're going to do it even if you're not being paid.
You're tired.
Even when you're tired.
Even if they call you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, because first, it's something you love doing.
Yeah.
And you're going to do it with ease. You get. Now, if you also talk about linking up with people, I keep saying it because life is connecting the dots. You can't just maybe wake up and you start growing financially. You have people to groom you. Personally, I got groomed throughout my tertiary institution by a very, very good personalities from the theater department. Now, this moment, maybe then I also feel what will make these people definitely call me by 7 o'clock in the morning. Come, let's go for production. Come, let's go for rehearsals. This and this and this. I almost gave up because of the stress. If someone that is doing theater, you understand that aside lectures, you have rehearsals. Aside rehearsals, you might even have 3-4 rehearsals in a day, and you come back home very tired, very exhausted. Tomorrow, you might still go back to do the same thing. That means if you're not being trained, and you also understand that in the process of training, you are knowing this thing for yourself. Now, at some point during this training, my boss, Mr. Sondumana, at some point will leave the job for you. You get, handle this rehearsals for me. 30 minutes, handle this thing for me. Not that he can't handle them, but he's believing that little 30 minutes, 1 hour can improve a lot in your life. And from there now, you'll be able to say, okay, why is it that, let me put this up. Why is it that most business people are people who were once, maybe sometimes you hear people say, I don't serve my boss for 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Now that 3, 4, 5, 6 years, if you understand very well, you will know that those people, they will still go into that same line of business. Why is it so? It's because that process they were undergoing, or even either as servant or whatever, they were also learning. You get, for example, let me use a cement business. I'm a sales boy for someone who has a depot, a cement depot. I've stayed with my boss for more than 3, 4, 5 years. Within the space of 3, 4 years, my boss has started sending me to go and buy at Onitsha. Yes. Yeah. Before you know it, okay, for example, James, go to Onitsha, go and pick 1 truck. Go to Lagos. Now, from that trust, not just trust, he now believes that he has been able to groom you to a certain level of you being alone.
Just an idea.
You get, when you now deliver the first one, okay, this boy is learning. Sometimes, even in the process, you make errors. They will caution you back. Definitely, there's nobody that will smile at you, but they will definitely caution you. 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're now owning that same line of business. And possibly it could be that your boss that is also part of your empowerment to start up. That means that financial growth you were talking about is being channeled into the likes of being led by a good person. Because if you're being into the system and you're being channeled by your boss, it's grooming you. And in that process, you're learning. And after the learning, you now need to put this learning into practice. And before you know it, you're now a boss on your own. And when you stay 2, 3 years, you also need a boy you need to groom. And from you grooming that boy will also grow to another person. That is how the chain of this thing goes.
Thank you very much. There are so many things I would like us to go into, but for the sake of time, because we don't really have time again, for the sake of time, I'll just say if you were to talk to somebody who just finished the university now, you understand, if you were to talk to the person on what to do, because a lot of times, one very big question that after NYC, one very question that comes to mind is what next after NYC? Because there'll be tons of ideas, there'll be tons of things that you feel like you are supposed to do. Do you understand? and you will also be looking for job. There might be pressure from your family to look for a job.
Yeah.
There so many things.
Even marriage.
Yeah, even marriage.
Yeah.
You understand? So many things would come around, both as a male and even a female. It might be easier for the female gender, but for guys like us, there are a lot. The pressure there will be some of your mates that have gone and be like, how will I meet up with this guy? Do you understand? So if you were to advise somebody who just finished NYC, let me not say university, because after university they might be hoping that, let me go for NYC. So if you were to advise someone who just finished NYC, what would be your advice to the person?
Well, even before NYC, you're supposed to have a skill. You're supposed to have something you admire that you have loved to do. So I would say you kickstart with because as a student before going to the NYC, you revolve around this part of the world where everything happens. Your customer is doing this one. You have your customer is a content creator. In fact, you even have people that have high fan base in school. So who knows? Maybe if you're in the theater department, you can just engage with them. I mean, you still have their contacts, right? Bro, what's up, man? You know, if you link up, all those things, just let them have, because most people, they do not want to work with you if they don't see the zeal you're putting to work, okay? So after NYSC, we know how this part of the country is. So just engage with something. Start with anything. It can look small. I mean, I've seen somebody that left NYSC and he started working under a water company. You know, he drove for if not 1 year, but now he's okay. He has a water company of his own. And this is not actually what he learned in school. So it's just engage with anything that you know that you can start small. Starting small is never a crime. Because you now putting your I'll not be able to do this thing, carrying shoulders, I'm a graduate. My brother, brother doesn't pay. It doesn't actually pay that. You see, because we have people that will still rub you like carpets with your graduate and credentials. So just something. There must be something you had going on even before you went for service. So just start from there and you see yourself on another level. Yeah. Okay. Stick to that.
Okay. Before I'll ask you to talk about yourself more, you as a person, what are those things you discovered after school? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? What are those things you discovered after school that be like, I wish I knew this earlier? Do you understand? You as an individual, what are some of those things?
Okay, one of the things I discovered after school was investment. Well, then in school, when you have a little pocket money, all the money that is coming into school is for school purpose, either for feeding or for school logistics or whatever. But immediately I was done with school, went for service, came back, I didn't see those money again. Those weekly, monthly stipends that used to come, I don't see them again. Now I begin to understand that, the little one I have, I need to invest. And I'm looking up to having this kind of a lifestyle after a certain amount of years. Okay, my target is 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Will I be able to be to this level I want to be? You get. From there now, I'll be able to say, okay, I have 10,000, I have 20,000, I have 50,000, I have 100,000. Let me start up something. It's from there now you'll be able to see you channeling your energy down there, because sometimes you will not be told. You just see yourself putting your energy into this thing. This was something I didn't actually take very serious, but after a little time, this is something I'm taking extremely serious, because those stipends, what they used to say, mommy thank you, daddy thank you, those things are no more happening. Engage.
Now so you're the one your daddy is even calling.
At least right now, I wouldn't say, okay, I'm actually feeding my family, but in as much as I'm not feeding you, I'm not asking you. You get. Let us be on our own. I'm not feeding you now, I'm not asking you now. Let's be on our own. For a little time, I'll be able to say, okay, my parents, take this. That means I've been able to save, invest to the set that even I give out, it won't definitely burden me much.
Yeah.
You get, but I won't be able to do that if I am not stable. I'm not going to impress anybody. You get, because if I have 100k, then I carry 100k or 90k or 80k and give it to the house. Me, I don't go survive. I will need to survive.
Yeah.
But that means I have to first of all build myself
Build
to a
yourself.
certain
Yeah.
level that okay, I can give out, and it doesn't really be a little problem to me.
Okay. Because of time, I like you to like see what you do, your brand, your personality, and everything that you put into yourself. You understand? So I like you to like sell yourself. This is an opportunity for you to like bring out yourself. This is CEO Quarter. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, like I said earlier, my name is Dream. I'm a photographer, basically sport and lifestyle. And then, I came up with a name. The name to your attention is basically me on a camera paying attention to your attention. I'm here to capture your attention. Wherever your focus is where I'm here to capture. So that's why I came up with the name to your attention. So people will be like, yeah, what gave you the inspiration to that name, to your attention?
Okay, so
before I got to this point, I had a boss and I always place loyalty to my boss, Leon Photography. He has been a boss truly, because I get more inspired when I see him work, outside, inside. Actually, he hasn't been a big boss, I still work with him till now because I'm not even going to like learning. You have to learn till you die. You can't say because I'm done training with him or whatever that okay I'm a boss of my own. Obviously things change. These are a generation where after every 6 months even dictionaries update. So you have to be updated, because most times you hold the wrong devices and people are like, this guy na old school. So you have to keep it up with your branding, keep it up with your updates, and then believe in God for more of the jobs, more miracles, and so don't forget to your attention. And I'm happy that you honor my my stay here. It's not easy. CEO Quarters too is basically the honor of all of this. So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Boss, I know you're into a lot also. This is your brand, whatever. You're into a lot. So I'd just like you to sell yourself, like say those things that you are doing, you understand, and in case there are people who want to patronize you or people who want to work with you.
Okay. To all my fans, to all the fans of CEO Podcast, my name is James Okorie, but you can call me Raffia Man. I'm the creative director for Miss Raffia City Beauty Pageant. I'm also the production manager for Methodist IKTV, a production house that has more than 4 million views on YouTube. I'm also a content creator with page being monetized. I'm also a tailor. So I am into a lot that has to do with entertainment, fashion, and content. So anytime for your promotion, for your event promotion, consultancy, management, reach out to Raffia Man on my social handle, Facebook, Okorie, or Raffia Man YouTube, Raffia TV, TikTok, the real Raffia Man, my WhatsApp. You get it from the CEO Podcast. Thank you, and thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's okay. It is looking like we shouldn't end this session.
Please, you guys interviewing us. Let us to the fans, and let's know who's interviewing us.
Okay. I'm Daniel Mati, like I said earlier. Okay. I'm also into a lot. This is just one aspect. This is just one aspect of what we do. Other aspects will still unfold as time goes on. So just let me not. Okay, so Thank you very much, guys. I feel so honored having, and I don't think we really like dealt with the topic. I don't know if we can have.
that topic.
I don't know if we can have another
It's
episode
not fun.
where we can talk about the same topic.
Yeah.
You are also free to shed more light on this topic. What school will not teach you, or what you will not learn in school. You're free to drop a comment, say something about it. If you want us to, if you want us to invite you for the next episode, you're free to also like drop it at the comment section. We'll reach out to you. We are open for people to come in to partner with us. We're open for people to come in to sponsor the show. If you are enjoying this and you want it to continue, it's not easy running this. So we are open for partnerships, sponsorship, and the likes. If you also have people you want to suggest that can come on this podcast to also inspire the youth, because we want to really reach out to people out there. A lot of people needs to be saved. A lot of people, so that we don't end up like generations before us. So please, you are free to drop the comments and we would reach out to you and speak with you. Thank you very much. Please click on the subscription button, share this video to as much people as you want, and also like, and I think that's all. Thank you.